A Major League Baseball travels so fast that the human eye can't work fast enough. And the ball is essentially invisible the last 15 feet of flight.
Strikeout number 2, 98, right by the big fella.
Right at you, you can see that.
You know, a few games ago, I just got down to my legs more and said, you know what, I'm just going to try a little two-strike approach here, get my foot down as early as possible and just kind of sit and wait for it. And, you know, since then it's been a little easier for timing and pitch recognition and everything like that.
There are a few absolutes. Like, we could talk about many things on how to get to a position in different ways because we're all different hitters, right? Time. Remember this. This is him in spring training 2018.
Right.
You know, everybody's so excited about him. He's got a big leg kick.
Right.
Man, and he has some struggles. He was having a tough time. Then he makes the adjustment and says, you know what? Forget the leg kick. I'm just going to put my foot down. All right? I'm not going to leg kick. His foot is down. And what he does is he coils, loads, and here we go. Now all of a sudden, he's fooled slightly, but he makes contact almost up his back knee. And he's able to hit that ball out of the ballpark. That's how much power he's got.
Yeah.
I used to be that guy that got the foot down early whenever I got lost, but it did wonders for me. So I kind of know exactly how it feels like for him to get his foot down and now eliminate all this movement. And he's so strong that all he has to do is touch it.
The distance from the rubber to home plate is 60 feet 6 inches. Subtracting 5 or 6 feet to account for the pitcher's stride, it takes a fastball traveling at 90 to 95 miles an hour about 400 milliseconds to get from the pitcher's hand to the catcher's mitt. The batter is already at a disadvantage because it takes the human brain around 80 to 100 milliseconds just to process the image that the eyes are taking in. On top of that, it's going to take 150 milliseconds on average to get his bat around to meet the ball, and 25 milliseconds for his brain to send the signal to his body to swing. That leaves him with just 125 milliseconds to gauge the pitch and decide whether or not to go for it. To put this in perspective, it takes 300 to 400 milliseconds just to blink. If the pitch looks good, the batter has a 7 millisecond window to meet the ball in a position where he will put it in play.
What up, it's the real MVPs. Today, we're going to go over getting your timing right batting. Got a few questions. Do you struggle with timing pitches? Your eyes at the beginning of the pitcher's start. So where are your eyes looking when you're batting? Your time zones. Do you understand where you should be looking for the ball at? Great hitters do not rush. They let the ball come to them. And that is what you should be able to do, is let the ball come to you. Do you have a leg kick habit? Do you understand the leg kick dance / timing? There is a timing to having a leg kick. So always want to be relaxed when you're batting. Off-field practice, batting practice and off-field work will always make you better. It will always have you that next step ahead. Being focused and remaining confident while in the batter's box. That is another thing that you must be able to do if you want to have a great batting average. So being confident, being focused, understanding your job, understanding your role. It's a team sport. So if you need a base hit, get a base hit. Don't be swinging for the fences. Understanding your role, but also understanding that you are that dude. So, don't go up there and have no confidence in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. I feel like the leg kick causes timing issues, especially with kids. I feel like pitches do not come fast enough with youth baseball for a leg kick to be involved. The upper leagues, college, MLB, and guys start throwing 95, 100 miles per hour. Then I feel like maybe if you can time it right, then a leg kick may come into play. But I feel like with kids and youth baseball, there's no reason to have this huge leg kick. I like where the kick starts right here. It's not huge. He also is timed up with the pitcher. You can look at this, he is already in the air. His foot is already in the air. And if you do not get that foot down quick enough, this is where the timing issues start. You have to have your foot down when that ball is in a certain area of being pitched, or else your timing is going to be off. If your foot is still up and it's time for you to swing, it's going to be a strike. His foot stays down, but his timing is still off a little bit. And then here is the kick dance right here. So you want to be able to time your pitcher with your leg kick. So as the pitcher is coming up, it's usually, as I've been looking at it, it's usually 1 and then 2 and then right there. So it's 1, 2, and then right there it's going to be pitched. 1, 2, boom. So 1 is the pitcher's leg, and then it'll go down. 2 should be your leg, and then it should be going down fairly quick, and then the ball will be released and you should be swinging. It should be timed as that. So it should be 1, 2, boom. That's how well you should be timed with the pitcher with that leg kick. If you don't have that timing, then I would not suggest having a leg kick. I like this one right here. It shows you don't have to have a huge step. Here's some more clips that I like that show you that you do not have to have a huge leg kick. These are clips from older baseball days, 2000s. But it shows that you don't have to have this huge leg kick to be powerful either. You don't have to have this huge leg kick just to have power. I feel like pitches aren't coming fast enough for kids to have a huge leg kick. I feel like the leg kick throws off timing. I feel like proper swing and fundamentals are the key, not power. Power will come with proper form. Watch the timing on this kid right here. Hustle is good. He loads, but he reaches. So this kid right here is loading properly, but he's reaching for the ball. So I do not like the reach. If you can just stay in there and not reach, that'd be good. Timing, if you look at his timing here, you can see where it's going. This kid's back foot is almost facing the umpire. That'd be the only thing that I would change for this kid. Move that back foot straight a little bit more. You don't have to turn your hips towards the umpire to create rotational power. All you have to do is load and rotate. He steps away from the ball. This kid steps away from the ball and reaches for it. What I would suggest is just stay in your swing and swing through it instead of just hitting the ball. A lot of kids want to just hit the ball instead of going through the ball. So if you can swing through the ball and not just contact the ball, your batting average will go up. No matter how you stand right here, see, this kid has a wonky stance, but as long as your fundamentals are correct, that's what matters. I would keep doing this. I would keep doing whatever you're doing right here. This kid is timed up, but he gets out on his front foot. I would stay back on my back foot a little bit more, and I would swing through the ball. Like I said, don't just try to make contact, actually swing through the ball. I see why for the major league players, the leg kick can work, because they actually don't have as much time judging the ball. So they have to be on plane with the ball as fast as that ball gets there. So, with a ball that's coming 95, 100 miles per hour, I can understand where some of these guys, they get their leg kick timed up, and then they go, that's how they time the pitcher, is with that leg kick. But if you're not timed properly, the leg kick can hurt you. I feel like if you're not timed properly, the leg kick can and will hurt you. If I'm a pitcher and I see you have a huge leg kick, I just may as well change my windup. I may speed it up, I may slow it down, I may change the windup itself, I may change the timing of it. There's a lot of things that pitchers can do to mess up timing of a batter. So, if you're just going off that leg kick and going off, okay, the pitcher's raising his leg, I'm going to raise my leg. Okay, well, what if he raises his leg and now he just pauses? And now he throws it. So now your time has been totally screwed up because just that simple pause by the pitcher. So that is why the leg kick can throw timing off. I feel like once the hand is raised and once the leg is moving forward, then there is no turning back for that pitcher. If his leg goes up, he can always take it back down. He can always take it off the rubber. But once that leg goes up and moves forward, there is no turning back. The ball is coming to you. So that is when you should be able to time this pitcher up. Whenever that ball is moving forward, that's when you should be able to start timing this pitcher. So watch him, watch his release, and watch how he pitches the ball, and start learning. Okay, this is where he releases it at. This is where it's coming. Okay, now I can kind of have a time. I can kind of have everything timed up. Trust your skill and trust your talent. Trust your skill. You have to trust your talent. You have to be confident in yourself. If not, you will never be on time. You have to be confident that you're going to hit the ball. And don't just do a leg kick because the pros do it. If you are going to be a leg kick batter, do it and train it. So get better at it. So find multiple different pitchers with multiple different releases and multiple different windups and train it. Train it. You have to train different speeds. You have to train different timing of pitchers. It's not going to be the same every pitcher. So that is why a lot of guys struggle with the leg kick, because one pitcher might be timed up differently than the next. So you have to be efficient and you have to go practice and practice and practice. I would not recommend a leg kick for any kids or youth. I would recommend proper fundamental training, proper fundamental swinging. Don't worry about swinging with power. Worry about swinging correctly.